guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, then welcome back. Before we get started on today's video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It's completely free. I do these quite frequently. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these individual fragrance reviews, especially if I feel like it's really relevant. And so yeah, just please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and also drop a comment. Love reading everyone's comments. So I'm going to be doing a review of Balmain's newest release, Destin. So here's the box. Here's the beautiful bottle. It's just this beautiful cubed bottle. It says Balmain on it. Pretty cap. This is a refillable perfume. All right, so this is a 2026 release. The perfumer is Quentin Bish, and I'm going to be posting the notes up on the screen and the accords, but I wanted to get into my experience wearing this perfume, right? Okay, so basically it starts off as a really fruity strawberry note. It's not a like in your face obvious strawberry, but it is there. It's like an abstract strawberry. Okay, and then once the fruity strawberry fades, you get a really nice powdery floral experience, right? So that's this next stage of the perfume, is a really nice powdery floral perfume. It's not gourmand by any means, but it is sweet, like a powdery sweet floral. And then you like, this has Ackee Gallowwood in there. So Ackee Gallowwood is an artificial made up molecule by Givaudan. It's supposed to kind of resemble oud, and that's definitely in here. And in the past, when I've smelled Ackee Gallowwood, I was not a fan of it. Like in such things like Barenia, but Ackee Gallowwood in this one is really beautiful. It's not headache inducing. It's just the right amount of Ackee Gallowwood to kind of balance everything out. You also get a really nice, you detect sandalwood. It has a really nice creamy sandalwood in here, and also the patchouli as well. You definitely detect the patchouli, which is in the base notes. So that's my overall experience in terms of the notes and the accords. Like what, you pick up mostly when wearing this fragrance is, again, like a fruity strawberry. Then it goes to the powdery, floral, slightly sweet, like middle. And then you get the Ackee Gallowwood and the patchouli, a really nice sandalwood. That's just the gist of the perfume. I will say that I underestimated this perfume in terms of its strength and longevity. When I first got this, the first time I sprayed this on was at Ulta, and I didn't really think much of it in terms of it being such a strong perfume. But so I did wear this. I wore this today, I wore this yesterday, I wore this the day before. And so I did not do too many sprays. The first time I wore it, I did 2 sprays, and like one on my wrist, just to have it on my wrist as well. And it was like, I had people detect and comment on it, like, wow, you're wearing a lot of perfume today. Like, wow, that's some strong stuff. And then hours later, that I had another function in the evening, and people were still able to detect it off me. So, and it was like maybe 12 plus hours later, right? So it's definitely really long lasting, and it was on skin, not on clothes. I will note, I want to bring that up because stuff lasts a lot longer on clothes than it does on skin. No, this was on skin, and it was detectable, just 3 sprays. I usually do an even amount of sprays, but I don't know, I just did 1 on my wrist, 1 each side of my neck, and I had to wear this in the office, and so people detected it on me. And also they detected it on me, like I had people comment on it like 12 plus hours later at the end of my day. So like it really kind of says a lot, right? Like even though I probably got nose blind to it because I totally underestimated this perfume and in terms of its strength and longevity. And but I had other people comment on it like, wow, you're wearing like some strong perfume today, and wow, what do you have on? 12 plus hours in my day. You know, I want to keep repeating that. So it is strong and it is really long lasting. Okay. Um, and you're able to smell it off of you as well. But like when you first spray this on, like your first impression isn't like, wow, this is such a beast mode fragrance. But in reality, it is, right? So I do want to point that out. Okay. So in terms of it, like it's not a unique perfume, right? Like that's what I want to say. This is not a unique smelling perfume. It does remind me of something from the early to mid 2000s kind of era in that it's just really feminine and it just reminds me of perfumes from that era. I can't really tell which one exactly, but it to me it reminds me of something that came out in that era, which is why I bought it in the first place, cuz to me that's one of the best eras of perfume is the early to mid 2000s, you know? So that's a reason I picked it up. Also, another thing I want to point out is that, like I said, it's not unique, but it's just really, really, really beautiful and feminine, right? I don't think that it's a bad thing that it's not unique. It's kind of like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, wow, it's not unique, but it's really nice. Think of it as a really pretty black dress or like a nice black leather pair of shoes, right? Like they're not unique. It's just a black dress. It's just a plain black leather pair of shoes, right? It's not unique, but it's really nice. And that's kind of like the summary of this. It's not unique, but it's really nice. Think of it as a really nice black dress, a black suit, leather shoes, that kind of thing. Like you've seen it 1,000 times before, but it's still really, really, really nice and you want it, right? So that's kind of what this is. Like I feel like I've smelled this before at some point in my life. Something a lot like really similar to this, but I just don't know what it is. That's kind of what this gives me. Also, I will say that this is really sophisticated, classy, and it's really feminine. Like I don't classify this as a unisex perfume. I don't think like it's just really feminine, right? Like unless you're a guy that's into feminine leading perfumes, I would say just this is more feminine than it is masculine and it's not unisex. All right? And so age category, I see somebody wearing this like 30s and up, right? 30s and up. I think this is mature, but not like granny or anything like that. Like this is literally like a modern, sophisticated, elegant, mature, grown-up scent, right? This is very grown-up and sophisticated. Yeah. I don't think that somebody in their 20s could pull this off. Like it depends on the person. Maybe if they're like a really mature 20-something year old, but I definitely see this being for someone who's like 30 and plus, definitely for sure, like mid 30s and plus. Okay? Definitely 30 and plus. That's just my take on it. But all in all, I think it's a really beautiful perfume, and I definitely think you could signature scent this. Again, like be mindful of the sprays, and also know that this is pretty strong. Like even if it doesn't come off as being strong, you don't want to overspray this, definitely. In terms of like weather and temperature, I definitely see this being more suitable for the cooler months, but you can definitely get away with wearing this in the warmer months as well. But just keep in mind that this is pretty strong, and anything that's stronger I like to use in the cooler months. I definitely think that this is a really great gift to give somebody. Like if you're on the market for giving somebody a gift, like shopping for a woman, then I think that this is a really great gift. I don't see somebody not liking this. This is really pretty sophisticated and it does smell modern to me. It's like modern, but also with an early 2000s twist. That's kind of the vibe it gives me. Yeah, so that's it. I think this is a really great gift to give somebody. if you're in the market for that, or you can, you know, obviously if you're looking for a perfume for yourself, if you're kind of like tired of the overly gourmand era of perfumes, and you kind of want to like go back to that early 2000s floral, feminine, musky kind of vibe, then I definitely think that you will really enjoy this. That's it. That's my 2 cents on this new Balmain Destin. I really like it. Let me know if you've checked this one out yet or not. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video, and make sure to subscribe and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. That's it. Bye.